Q. This is indeed a...
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour.
Yes, great to be back again. I'll remote in the studio.
Yes, and we'd like to give a big shout out all the heroes and sheroes, Veterans Day. Ben, happy Veterans Day to you as well.
Yes, Mike, thank you for serving our country.
Yes, thank you, brother. It's been my pleasure. But in all seriousness, folks, yes, thank you for all of you have served all around the globe, and we truly appreciate it. And those serving still right now at this minute in the darkest corners of this globe.
Thank you very much.
Corners of this globe, but yes, thank you very much. And to all the loved ones of those that are missing them at any given moment as well. It's a huge sacrifice all around. And,
yes.
So we have some new QAnon, Q clearance, breadcrumbs, drops, updates. I think we should get into those for those of you that want to, get those out of the way. We know you like them, and we're here to definitely read them for you and get them out.
Yeah, so there are some new ones. So.
Yes, there is. I think, so let me get a desktop capture up. I thought I did do this. Okay, I just have to open up.
I believe the last one you went over was the whole Broward County. I think it was a
last one I went over in my video was 2466, folks, which was regarding the redrop of a Patriot versus Trader, and I did that in my last video. So we'll go over 2467 here. Pretty long one. 2467. California enabling fires to get federal relief funds. So they're starting to label these. This particular place kind of gives them a label.
They'll pull something from the Q post and throw it as the title of it.
Yes. So, or something very well put together from the whole post and what they exactly. So you got a Donald J. Trump official tweet here. There is no reason for these massive, deadly, and costly forest fires in California except that the forest management is so poor. Billions of dollars are given each year with so many lives lost, all because of gross mismanagement of the forest. Remedy now or no more Fed payment. Now again, this came at 12:21. 12:21, so just after noon, it looks like.
Eastern Standard Time.
And we got an old Q post here, 1762 from July 30th at 11:11. What happens when California is in serious debt and lost priority aid from the federal gov due to sanctuary status? Illegal. All of a sudden, they start lighting fires. Declare state of emergency and request billions from the Fed. Why did POTUS reject in the past? Sick people. The more you know. So do you believe in coincidences? How many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible? Expand your thinking. Amount of fires in California in the past 12 months. Amount of fires in California in the past 10 years. Date Fed funding cut off from the California as a result of violations of the sanctuary city. State city. California budget cuts past 12 months regarding fire prevention. So you reduce, eliminate dry brush cleanup. You reduce, eliminate dry line cleanup. Reduce, eliminate fire break installations. Reduce, eliminate chopper flyovers to target high exposure areas. Reduce and eliminate population areas exposed in fire break safety management. Reduce and eliminate the use of inmates in the brackets correction facilities for highway cleanup and dry brush removal. What is the primary purpose of declaring a state of emergency? What determines the size of the Fed payment to the state has declared a state of emergency? And I think that would be the total amount of damage that they want to say that it caused. What is the current debt of California? The more you know. Q. All right, so what do you think on this one here, Ben? I mean, what were you hearing when I read
debt
that?
of California.
California's, we've all know they're broke. They've been the leaders in the last 20 years of telling us the rest of the states kind of how they do it, and that's everyone should follow suit. Starting with illegal immigration, sanctuary city. You could even take it to the, they were the first to do medicinal marijuana, and then but nothing's really better. With all the illegals there, they still have, I guess, 10, 12 to a house. Tents are set up everywhere. I mean, I don't know. But people are fleeing at an all-time high, I know that. But they're broke. So whatever they pitched for and acted like we're smart and this is how it should be, they're broke. And I don't know how. You got Hollywood out there. What's going on? What is the deal? What is the deal?
All right, there. Yeah, it's exactly. Well, even though like California at the whole weed rush and the California, the Hollywood thing, as much money as they've generated, they've also bitten off way more than they can pay off. According to Forbes, April 19th of this year, according to a January 2017 study, Ford quotes, California state and local governments owe $1.3 trillion as of June 30th, 2015. The study was based on a review of federal, state, and local finance disclosures. In other words, that 1.3 trillion in debt is the amount which California. Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, just quickly going back over to what they owe. It's I'm getting this off of
I
we
had a
went to
little
a different
technical
website.
glitch there, folks, but we're good.
We're good now. Yeah.
What in a nutshell then, so California is like the number one state in debt. Are all states in massive debt, or are there some operating in the positive, or what's
To most of my knowledge, I would say like Wyoming has the least amount of debt, I think, overall. Now a lot of these are like projected. If you go to like the U.S. government debt.us and you can compare state by state, and yeah, California is one of the highest. New York's like the second highest. It seems like the states that are highly controlled by these Democrats are in high debt. Okay. And it seems like the Republican ones, and like I said, this is according to not only the Forbes one we just talked about, but it's also the U.S. government debt.us, compare state by state. So it is interesting that these states have such a large debt when we know they have the means and definitely the logistic ability to keep their debt low.
Yeah.
Why does Wyoming? So that's pretty interesting. So yeah. So what's this next one here? The Anon is the biggest threat to the old guard.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and read this? 2468. This came at 12:44 p.m. So just before 1 p.m. this afternoon, folks. Yep. Today.
The Scaramucci play. Temp hire to remove embedded untrustworthy staffers. Spicer. The pre-bus. Temps can be very dangerous to those who are targeted. Think Whitaker. Next week in the brackets. White House, WH. Optics in the brackets. Must remain stable. Then it gives us a link to the ABC News, politics, list of official Trump administration
that have left or something. So a list of officials who've left the Trump administration. Oh.
Get out of there.
So just a big list, folks. I mean, with how many days? 408, H.R.
10 years.
McMaster, 413.
So
Rex.
it seems like a lot of these, Senator State, John McKee. So you guys can go back and read that as well. But of course, now reading on, many in the brackets do not leave by choice. Save face is in the brackets, and promote MAGA, or in the brackets, be exposed. Less than 10. There's that less than 10 again, people. Attacks occur from all directions. Logical thinking. Why attack a movement simply by design? Asking people to think for themselves. Control equals power. Why are the biggest news CEOs and the world continuing to attack this movement? Why is the Washington Post leading the attacks? Why do the attacks come in waves? Coordinated? Question mark. You attack those the most who are the biggest threat. Swamp in the brackets contains red and blue. Q. Wow.
Yeah. No, I mean, attacks occur from all directions. Logical thinking. Why attack a movement simply by design? Asking people to think for themselves. So it's all about control, folks. We got quite a few more here to read, and I don't know if there's any new ones, so we're just going to keep reading, and we'll talk a little about them. But otherwise, this video will be hour plus, folks, and I know you guys don't watch them that long. So 2469, this came at 12:52, just right before 1 p.m. In the brackets, dark. Yeah, we got dark to light. Dark's in the bracket. Florida and Arizona temp, with an S in parentheses, to steal the election, with an S in parentheses. Do not look here. California shooting and fires, same location, in the brackets, with an S in parentheses. Look here. Look at the California shooting and pay attention to the fires. As far as the Florida and Arizona, don't look here. In the brackets, next week. So I'm expecting we're going to hear something's going to unfold next week.
Florida and Arizona from that area. Yeah, for sure. So definitely this next one was just a real quick one. Just came after 1:04 today, Eastern Standard Time. When did White House leak cease? Who was removed? Sealed? Unsealed? Q.
Ooh, it'd be Comey or God, it all kind of stopped around then.
That's interesting. About that. So now this one is a good.
This is interesting.
Right here.
2471. This came at 1:24 p.m. And it's funny because I actually sent this to Ben for early morning digest and look at, and then this was posted by an anonymous person. And then Q reposted it. So I was like, wow.
On the right track here, folks.
But Broward County for all this, folks. Nicholas Cruz, Caesar Sayoc, Mohammed Atta. I mean, that's 9/11 stuff.
Yeah. Scott Israel.
Yeah, that's that cop.
Who
Scott Israel. All Broward County. Just up and down the list. David Hogg. Yeah.
Oh, he's too hoggish.
Expand further. Prominent terror cases with ties to Florida. All right, this came out of a Tampa Bay Times. It's a local paper there. We got all these. There we go. Some of the terrorist suspects. John El-Jamal. There's a Muhammad Atta. He was one of the people that supposedly took flight of a plane. All this. All right, all of this.
The suspect Al-Qaeda combatant. I mean, look at these guys. During the raid in northwest Pakistan in 14 and from a university.
You could see the years. Let's do this. 2001 for September 11th, 2 guys. Then you got September 11th, 03, former University South Florida professor Sami Al-Harhan. Another
2005, a former South Florida resident,
Jose Padilla,
indicated charges of conspiring to commit terrorist acts. And you got down in
this one was Al-Iran. What was this? Al-Aman Mosque. I mean, it's just In
2007,
07,
Ahmed.
Ahmad Muhammad and Yusuf Maged were arrested on terror-related charges in South Carolina. Sheesh.
2007, Rafi Saibar, a doctor who lived in West Boca Raton, Florida. 2009, 5 men are convicted in Miami on charges of conspiring to start war. 2013, Shelton Thomas Bell from Jacksonville was charged with conspiring to fight an overseas holy war. 2014, Monar Mohammed Abdul Shahi, a 22-year-old man from Florida, detonated himself a full explosive during what he believed the first American suicide bombing in Syria. 2015. I mean, we can go on. I mean, this is thick, folks. I mean, on. So it's like these. Is it interesting? This is happening in this unique part of the United States, and yet now we're having these huge issues.
Oops.
I think it was the.
All right, so
we're on 2473. No,
right here, we were right there, right? Looking at all that
right
list.
There, 71, the Broward County.
We went to there.
So expand further. Still amazing, you guys. That came at 1:30. So the next one came at about 1:56, almost 2 o'clock, and it gives us a link to Scribd.
What did that? Yeah, that was just a link. Okay.
That was a link we just went over, yep. And it was the Chelsea Smith SOE affidavit. Affidavit of witness to voter
fraud in Broward County.
So this is an actual that she signed an affidavit basically saying that she was at the
she
party. She
witnessed it or what?
Yep, she witnessed it, and Patty Ho then asked to deliver another agent. Let's see here. Eventually, the employee opened the door for me. Yep, so it basically gives her story in written form.
Yeah, the door was long, thin window, which was uncovered. Although I knocked several times, the people inside were too busy to notice. Through the door window, I could clearly see 4 SOE employees sitting at a table with stacks of documents and writing something. Eventually, one of the employees opened the door, took the ballots from me, and closed the door. I was not let into the room, and the employee seemed very rushed. Okay. So they're going over their whole story.
Yeah. And then it says, we knew then, we know now. This time we have government control. Boomerang suicide. Q. Now that we have government control, now think about the judicial branch of the government and who resides power over the judicial branch in the Senate and the president. Just put it in there.
2473. This came at 3:10 p.m. We have a Twitter here for the USMC.
Oh,
Canon.
December 5.
Who said it? Real Donald Trump supporters are all stupid and uneducated. We're from every walk of life. Semper Fi Marines. Happy birthday, 243rd.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
We thank you for your service, Patriot. May God watch over you and your family for all eternity. Hashtag Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
All right, we got 2474. This came at 324. So go ahead and look at that, Ben.
Associated Press. News from the Associated Press and a taste of the great journalism produced by Associated Press members and customers. Let's see here, rolling down. Ooh, what's it? Press gagged. Was that right here? Press gagged into service. Animals.
Press ganged.
Ganged. Oh, there you go. Ganged into service. Animals were vital cogs in World War I and died by the millions. What is this here? Let's see this here. Sheep no more. American Patriots united. Fight, fight, fight. Q. That's interesting. So what is that Associated Press?
That's just
just a bunch of sheep. Well, yeah, the
sheep.
The
AP is one of the biggest.
I know who they are. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So 2475. This 3:36 p.m. We got a anonymous post here. One guy puts, will election fraud be revealed soon? This is back in April. Q post 1197. Yes. Wow. Midterms are safe. Watch California.
Ooh.
News unlocks. But,
And
So
of
then
course
we
we
go
have
to,
our
looks like the last one, right? 2476.
at 4:01 Eastern Standard
Seems like
Time.
those went quick. Let me make sure we didn't miss nothing.
Thank you, service. The more you know.
All right. They're just a lot of short ones, huh?
Yeah, the little short ones there. So no, we're doing good. Trying to get this out to you folks is in proper order and as they come through. So yep, 12:01 just came out Eastern Standard Time. Looks
So
like
this
Q
came out
did
at 4:01.
Q gave us a little repost of what he threw out on the 19th, the very first of this year, 19 days into 2018, and it puts that's a whole Hussein cabinet staff who used private email addresses. What was the purpose? And it goes down Loretta Wrench, Hillary Rodham Clinton, JC.
James Comey.
Comey. I think you know more than I do.
I can't remember all of them, though, anymore. James Comey. Can't remember the other JC. Struck.
Rod Rosenstein. You have all those people. So this is, we don't say his name. Of course, he's not around no more.
Yeah.
And why did Hussein use private email address?
Christopher Steele. That's a
There you
CS.
go.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
At what?
So
Who
what did it
just
say?
resigned? Says, did Hussein use a private email address?
Okay.
At what?
Yeah.
Who just resigned from Google? Why was ES in North Korea? That'd be Edward Snowden.
Or is
Why
it Eric
was
Schmidt?
Eric Schmidt in North Korea. There you go.
I can't remember. I think it was probably.
Was it? Okay. And then it goes on to say, what private network did ES set up in North Korea? What private network did ES set up in North Korea? What else in North Korea during this time? What private email address did Hussein use while in office? Why would the chairman of Google travel to North Korea? Why would North Korea allow access to ES? Nothing is ever truly erased / deleted. These people are stupid. D-class POTUS. The shot heard round the world. Q.
Ooh. So, yeah, I don't know if that's Eric Schmidt or Edward Snowden back in the day that they sent him to North Korea to do stuff. I don't know. But
yeah, no, I
don't know if Eric Schmidt sets up networks. Does he? Is that his job?
I don't know. Yeah, that would be something that if you guys comment below, let us know. I just would say Edward Snowden at ES and his private network.
So then this next JPEG here, 1891, it's an August 15th post that came at 1655. Text, emails, Gmails, drafts, Gmails, Hamcoms, PS, Xbox chat, logs, James Comey, Barack Obama, maybe, or Bill Orr.
Bill Orr, okay.
And then you got Christopher Steele, Loretta Lynch. So James Comey, Bill Orr, Christopher Steele, Loretta Lynch, number 2, Nellie Orr.
There you go.
And then
who knows on that one?
Yeah.
Who again? Let us know in the comments below. But
bonus round.
Q. And of course, it goes to
Don Bagnio.
Well, isn't this interesting? Comey had sensitive FBI emails on private Gmail account.
Wow.
At least 7 messages from former FBI Director James Comey private Gmail account. Let's see what it says there. The Department of Justice declined to release them.
It's interesting. Dig deeper. So,
I like it.
Hold on here. So what private email address did Hussein use? I'm pretty sure it was a Gmail while he was in office. Weren't they using a Gmail? That's the one they created. They didn't really...
They were using Gmail drafts. Yep. That's what we were talking about earlier. They were using, I mean, that comes from movies where you don't actually, you set up a email account and you just do a draft, but you don't have to send it. I give you
we give out all the passwords and we just all log in. if you're the last one, if I'm the last one to create something in there, and then 2 hours later I check back in and my message is still sitting there as a draft, I'm pretty sure I know that you haven't read it yet. Once I get in and my message is gone and there's a new draft written by you, now I read it and then I delete it and then I rewrite something, and then you're doing the same, checking it every hour on the hour.
It's an internal message board that back in the day they used that type of data used to never be collected and stored. It was only collected for a small period of time.
Yes.
Of course, nowadays everything is collected, stored, and of course it even says right there regarding reread drops regarding Gmail plus Xbox and PlayStation comms, because that's where you can do live chat and all there, and they didn't think that would be collected. In the brackets, there is a reason why directly after the drop, MS, and that be Microsoft, I would presume, shut down their entire network to erase collected and stored data. Sometimes people need to see the future in order to save the past. Now, I can see why Microsoft would shut down the entire networks, because that collected and stored data, that's all in little algorithm actions. So that's automatically getting done and getting processed and put in there. And so for them, it's
very interesting.
Yes.
So, all right, we're at the 27-minute mark. We'll wrap this up. We got all the Q posts. We're up to par. We'll possibly be back here after a little garage talk. Just want to keep this one short. We'll bundle this up for the Q post. Any final thoughts or words here, Ben?
Hey, I feel glad that those of you who are watching this right now are not sheeple. We're pressing on. We're all patriots, and I just want to again thank all the veterans and all the current soldiers serving right now, and the soldiers' families who are supporting these active duty soldiers and reservists, and just thank you for your service. And the veterans who are not actively serving, we all still serve, and thank you for your service.
All right, there you do. You heard it from Ben. We want to say again, thank you for all your service, for everyone out there and all the families that have to deal with the loss or missing of a loved one during the holiday time frames or just all year long. It's never a good time, but we commend your service, and for myself have served. I know what what it entails. Ben as well, and again, just want to give a huge shout out to all of you. We salute you here at the Patriot Hour, and we support you. I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide, and we'll see you back here real soon on the next Patriot Hour update video. Have a great evening.